So what if I told you that one single choice, a choice you make in the dark before anyone else is even awake, could give you an almost unfair advantage in life? Today, we're diving deep into the power of waking up at 4 a.m. Let's get right into it.
You know, everything really starts with that first decision you make every single day. And I'm not just talking about setting an alarm clock. This is about a fundamental choice, a choice that pretty much defines who you are and what you're capable of achieving. So, I want to ask you this directly. When that alarm shrieks in the quiet of the morning, you are literally standing at a crossroads. And the path you pick in that single moment, well, it sets the entire tone for everything else that's about to happen. Let's just be real about the two paths in front of you. On one side, you've got the warmth of your bed, right? Where your dreams stay exactly where they are, just dreams. But on the other side, you have the challenge of the morning, where you can actually get up and start turning those dreams into reality. The choice you make today is what builds your tomorrow. Simple as that.
Okay, now if you've tried to do this before and it just didn't stick, you are definitely not alone. There's a huge reason most people can't keep it up, and it all boils down to one simple thing. Their motivation just isn't strong enough. It's all about your why.
See, here's the thing. Willpower is finite. It runs out. The source we're looking at gives this perfect example of a man who tried to wake up early for 2 solid months and failed every single day. And you know why? He just kind of wanted to be like other successful people. A vague goal like that has absolutely no chance against the comfort of a warm bed.
Your why has got to have some real teeth. It needs to be one of two things. Either it's something so exciting that it literally pulls you out of bed, like a passion project you just can't wait to get to. Or it's got to be something so urgent that it pushes you out, like a make-or-break deadline. Either way, there has to be a powerful emotional connection. So let's move on, because when you master your morning, you're not just getting up a little earlier. You are gaining what you can only call an unfair advantage over pretty much everyone else. And what does that advantage actually look like? Well, it looks like this number, 3. 3 extra hours every single day. That's the difference between dragging yourself out of bed at 7 a.m. versus owning the morning at 4 a.m. And here is where the math gets absolutely staggering. Those 3 hours a day, they compound. As you can see right here, over a decade, that adds up to more than an entire extra year of productive time. A whole year. Just imagine what you could do, what you could learn, or what you could build with an extra year handed to you. But here's the kicker. It's not just about more time, it's about higher quality time. Your brain is just sharper in the morning. A task that might take you 5 hours to slog through in the afternoon, as this chart shows, can often be crushed in half that time before the world has even had its first cup of coffee. That is the power of peak concentration. And hey, if you need a little more convincing, just take a look at the company you'd be keeping. From tech CEOs and world champion athletes to global superstars, the pattern is undeniable. These people point to their early start as a cornerstone of their incredible success. Okay, let's really dive into the mindset here. Because conquering that snooze button is so much more than a habit. It is the first, and honestly, the most important battle you are going to fight every single day. Man, this quote just hits you, right? I mean, think about it. If you can't win this small personal battle against your own desire for comfort, how are you ever going to win the bigger battles that life is going to throw at you? The entire trajectory of your day, whether it's success or failure, starts right here. And this all boils down to a fundamental principle of life. Choosing the easy path right now, hitting snooze, it actually leads to a harder life. A life of rushing, of reacting, of missed opportunities. But choosing the hard path now, getting up, that leads to an easier life. One where you're in control, you're productive, and you're achieving things. It's a simple trade-off, but it is so profound. So how do you actually do this, right? How do you go from just listening to this to making it your reality? It's all about building an unbreakable habit, one step at a time.
Look, don't think about doing this forever. That's just way too overwhelming. The source gives us a simple, phased plan. First, just try it once, just for today. That's it. Then see if you can string together 5 days to build some momentum. After that, push for 10. By the time you get to 21 days, you won't even have to think about it anymore. It'll just be what you do. As we start to wrap this up, I want to leave you with some incredibly powerful words that really serve as a final call to action.
This is such a powerful reminder that nothing great is ever built in comfort. Real achievement is forged on that battlefield of struggle.
And that's the key, isn't it? The real win isn't just about the final result. It's about beating your own inaction. The moment you decide you're going to try, you've already won a huge victory.
This next one paints such a vivid picture. Opportunity is literally all around you, like waves at your feet. The rest of the world is already moving, getting ahead while you're still sleeping. The question isn't whether the opportunity exists, it's why you're choosing to let it wash past you.
And this is the final, most essential point. Yes, it's hard. Nobody is denying that. But the only thing that's really stopping you isn't your mattress or the early hour. The only real defeat is the one that happens inside, when you lose faith in your own ability to do difficult things. So I'll just leave you with this one question. Tomorrow morning, in that perfect silence, when that alarm goes off, the battle begins all over again. It is you versus your comfort. The rest of the world is asleep, but your entire future is waiting for you to decide in that one single moment. What are you going to choose?